Hi, Taurus. And potential soulmate connection here are being smitten. There is 3 people in the cards here, so there can be another person if you are in existing relationships coming in for you. You do have the 3 of Pentacles and also the 3 people here with the Lovers cards. But first, I'd like to explore all these finances, what this wealth could be, or material gains, glory, what this means for you in the month of November. Do you have the family card too? But look, let me leave family with relationships actually. And let's take out these cards here. The 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Knave. As I said, a lot of you are working towards career goals. You are fulfilling these. You are bringing in larger paychecks, I feel. So there could be some sort of movement within the company this month. Okay, the Death card, there's a Scorpio here, or there's an ending of some kind here. Either you're stopping to borrow money after this month for a while, for a long time, or that the time of Scorpio, which does cover October 23rd to November 21st, is a time where you're lending money or you're funding a new venture. Okay, the Knight, the Star card, 3 of Swords. For some of you, are definitely destined for wonderful things here with the Star card. Fame, notoriety, having your name out there, having people know who you are. For some of you, I feel like you're funding a dream of some kind here. It could involve the esoteric arts, astrology, something creative, something that can make you very famous, very well known for what it is that you're doing, researching. Maybe you're providing tutorials on YouTube or something, but there's something here that you're trying to fund. Or if it's not you, it's an air sign or a Scorpio maybe, possibly another earth sign that's trying to fund their dream, and maybe this is why they're asking you for money, for extra funds. But I feel like there's glory. I feel like there's your 15 minutes of fame might be coming up in November. Well, 15 minutes of fame is just the beginning, and there's so much more than that. Some of you are borrowing money for some sort of loss with the Death card here. Now, I'm not sure if this is because you've left a job or you've lost someone around you in your life recently and you need healing, because there is loss and healing here. I feel like things will, in the practical realm, so in the physical realm, things will come to a healing, which is good, which is positive, I feel, for a lot of you. There is money coming in. It could be from an inheritance or it could be from a creative pursuit, is what I'm seeing here. Some of you are ending a career that pays well, or ending working at a job or company that pays well because of love with the 3 of Swords. Could be an air sign. I mean, you do have Aquarius here, so it might be an Aquarius, Scorpio in particular. But I feel some of you, you're conflicted about your career or your future because of love somehow. And I did mention this with the Lovers card in the general reading, that there could be someone around you, Taurus, that is making you feel differently about love or about your future. It could be someone famous that you're smitten with, Taurus, or someone that is smitten with you if you're famous, if you're in the spotlight. It might be someone that's just potentially someone you could settle down with and commit to, and vice versa. And someone that you could start a new life with. But I almost feel for some of you, you have to sacrifice your dream or your fame somehow, because, or maybe it's just your social media account. You need to take that down because it's going to cause problems for a relationship if you're wanting to start one, for some of you. because I mentioned you having your guard up. You're obviously unsure about this creative pursuit, this person that might be coming in. There's very strong cards of fame here, or you being in the spotlight somehow. So as I said, it could be a lot of people that are smitten with you. It could be someone you communicate via social media with, or you might have found them on social media, or maybe you've seen them before and you've recently discovered that they have a social media account. For some of you, for others, I feel like you're destined for fame or destined for something that can potentially bring you a lot of money, a lot of wealth, something that could bring you consistency in monetary gains, which is good, but it's going to require you to end something, is what I'm seeing here. So it could even have to be connected with sacrifice, is what I can see in the cards. Because the Three of Swords is here. You're wanting different things, maybe this other person is wanting different things, or this is conflict in how to pursue or how to carry on with your creative pursuits. And ultimately, I feel like you will gain clarification, but there's some sort of transformation that needs to happen. So if you do have a business and business isn't going well, there's some sort of transformation that needs to take place here. It's something that you don't really want to do, Taurus, though. I feel like you're comfortable with the product or the service you provide, and going into uncharted territories is something you don't like to do. You don't like the change. You like consistency. You like to see your money. You like to know where it's coming from, and once you're comfortable, you're comfortable. Maybe you're not as easily adaptable as, say, for example, an air sign might be. So this is where things might get a little bit more tricky for you in terms of those dealing with businesses. I feel like you have to end something and walk away from it to start something new, or there's some sort of financial healing that might need to take place in businesses as well, or at a job situation too. I did mention the Lovers card. And I did mention it's possibly a Gemini. I mean, in the Rider-Waite deck, it is seen as a Gemini. I am leaning towards either a Gemini or a Libra Aquarius, possibly. Aquarius is coming up the most prominently here. And maybe a Aries. So I'm tossing up between Aquarius and Aries here in these two cards. But this is someone that you're smitten with, or this is someone that's smitten with you. Could be any sign really, but it's someone that maybe displays these sort of characteristics. Aries energy, maybe they're competitive, they strive for the best. Aquarius, they're outspoken, they're attractive. I feel like they're a very strong-minded person with these two energies here. So if they're not under these signs, I feel like they have air energy, air or fire in their chart. And again, I feel like this keeps coming up time and time again for you, Taurus, that you're either tossing up between an air sign or a fire sign, or I feel you're destined to be with, to be married to be in a relationship with, to grow old with, or your soul is destined to be with either an air sign or a fire sign. For some of you, again, not for all, but I think for those that are single and choosing, you definitely have these signs coming in around you that can give you a family, that can make you feel accepted. But I feel a lot of you have just been putting this emphasis on work, or maybe work has become a priority, or creative pursuits have become a priority, and sometimes relationships take a back seat. Let's have a look what this Lovers card is. Is this a soulmate? This is Cupid's arrow here, but it's also destiny and fate that's bringing you together with someone. Okay, Four of Cups, illumination, something surprising, definitely a new person coming in for single Taurians. 10 of Wands, this is fire, earth, and water here. Someone you have potential to fall in love with, someone that can be a very perfect fit for you emotionally. There's potential to fall in love with this person. For others, it will just be a physical attraction. But for others, there is commitment and love and a wonderful new destined relationship that's coming into your path. And I know I've said this time and time again, but it just keeps coming back up in the cards. I have to say it because it's exciting and it will happen for a lot of you. For others, maybe this isn't the time, but you know, Cupid's at work here, so to speak. So I think a lot of you have a lot to look forward to when it comes to love. Choosing. I think you have choice. You definitely do have choice, Taurus. I think someone may come into your life very unexpectedly with the Four of Cups. There is definitely a fire sign that's working tirelessly to get you to commit to them, to get you into a relationship. And you know, it's not always easy, but I'm wondering if your concentration is just on the Ace of Pentacles, on assets and money. And you know, that's all very nice and wonderful, and it's great to set yourself up to be comfortable in life, financially be comfortable and be financially secure. But for some of you, I think it's time to pay more attention to love and to relationships. And again, this isn't for everyone. This is for some that have neglected relationships or have had very short relationships because they haven't been able to commit properly, to explore it, to explore how far the relationship could go. So Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo is coming up, or Aquarius is coming up in relationships, or possibly Gemini with the Lovers card. It does represent the number 6. The Lovers card is under the sign of Gemini in the Rider-Waite deck, so possibly one of these signs may be the person that's coming in next, and it may very well be the person that can offer you a long-term future. It's not going to be an easy relationship, though. There'll be a lot of hard work required. For some, it could be a very whirlwind romance. For others, there's a lot of, you know, important decisions that need to be made around this relationship, because somehow it's going to transform your life or their life. And when the two of you come together, I think there might be a lot of changes that may be happening for the both of you. And it may not be easy to plan this relationship. The two of you could be very, very busy doing other things and dividing your attention to your career, for example, and this relationship at the same time. It might be a little bit tricky. And if this isn't love, then it's definitely some sort of collaboration or friendship that's blossoming here. And you'll really see that this person wants to do a lot for you. They care a lot for you. There's emotion here. There's obviously hard work, and they're very dedicated towards winning your friendship, winning your trust as well. So for some of you, that could be applicable as well. But look, I will leave it at that. I hope you have a lovely November, Taurus. Thank you, as always, for viewing all my videos and supporting my channels.